Hello everybody, welcome to the channel. My name is Repeat Ron, and today we're going to be playing some more Killing Floor 2. Today we are going to be doing a bit of a different video, and potentially a new series for Killing Floor 2. This is taking a look at each of the weapons and talking about how good they are individually. This time we're going to be looking at the Winchester with Sharpshooter. This is Sharpshooter starting weapon. This is the third strongest tier 1 weapon in the game. Only being beat out in pure damage by the grenade pistol and by the pump shotgun in terms of tier 1 weapons. Other weapons potentially might be able to do more, like the cock and burn, but that's kind of like damage over time plus different perk effects and, you know, hitting the minimum amount of damage you need. That's kind of getting too nitpicky then. The Winchester is an incredibly powerful weapon for Sharpshooter. It's also very strong for Gunslinger. It is a cross-perk weapon for both of them. It only weighs 4. It is arguably the best or one of the best weapons to find just laying on the ground in a match too. It can be used on every class because of how high its base damage is. Its reload speed is still okay, even on classes that aren't running extra reload speed. It's better on classes like Gunslinger or Sharpshooter if you're running reload speed. Unfortunately, with Sharpshooter, you either have to pick between reload speed or rack 'em up, and I usually go with rack 'em up because of more damage, but reload speed can also work quite well. I should probably show you the build that I'm running. This is more the run and gun build with Sharpshooter, Marksman, Ballistic Shock, rack 'em up, and Deadeye. Most of those just to move around and to do more damage. You could switch it around, especially in a multiplayer game, and use this as a sniper build too, going with sniper and stability. That works just fine. Ooh, I ran myself out of bullets. Alright, let's see if we can find some bullets laying around here. Oh, well, we found an AR. So let's grab that. That'll help us get some upgrades for our Winchester. Oh, it's not there. We've got that glitch again. Alright, pistol it is then. We'll just use this to get rid of these guys. Winchester is really powerful. It does 80 damage per shot base, and it scales incredibly well with upgrades. Each upgrade gives it usually a pretty high amount of damage boost. There, I believe, is one either from 3 to 4 or 4 to 5 that doesn't really give you the most bonus. I forget which. Oh, there we go. See, is this one? Nope, that one's fake too. Alright, well, we're going to max out our ammo and get an upgrade for our Winchester. This way we can just survive this round, and we will be continuing on. Alright, so we're playing on the farm map just because it's a good map for the Winchester. There's a lot of big open areas, so we can hit enemies pretty easily. If you were playing on a more small map, or you were playing with a team, you might want to set up somewhere. Small map, Sharpshooter just naturally doesn't do well on. This weapon with just an upgrade does make quite a bit of difference when fighting just the small enemies and large enemies, as you can kind of see. With small enemies, you don't even need to aim for headshots. It's not bad to aim for headshots, but 1 or 2 body shots will kill pretty much all small things in the game, even up to 6-man Hell on Earth, especially with a fully upgraded Winchester. So you don't really need to be the most accurate with this build, or even with this gun. Especially if you're running sniper and stability, which is a very strong combination. Love my guns. Then you can just crouch and usually body shot small enemies. I will be buying another gun for this just in case we do run out of ammo with our Winchester here. I'll probably be buying the centerfire. The centerfire is also very similar to the Winchester. You can't upgrade both of them fully, but you can upgrade them both a bit. So they'll both do roughly the same amount of damage as one another, same damage per second. Not exactly. If you upgrade the centerfire all the way, it will do marginally more damage than the Winchester, but you will be missing out on overall total ammo and ammo in the gun, which isn't really a huge deal. Let's get rid of these. Usually for Sharpshooter, I don't care so much for headshots on small enemies unless they're easy headshots. Body shots are perfectly fine in my book. And to medium enemies, then I try to hit headshots, or with robots, try to go for the chest shot.
I like shooting them. Watch your ears, siren.
But any of these medium Zeds are pretty easy to hit in the head, especially like bloats because they move so slow. Yeah. Hey, we leveled up.
Love my guns.
How convenient. Alright, here are some more bloats over here.
You're going down.
The Winchester is also a great option if you don't want to upgrade it, because it does only weigh 4. It allows you to take a lot of weapons with it, and it has enough base damage to still be pretty useful. So even if you didn't want to upgrade it and you wanted to go with something like the railgun, you could. Or if you were playing this on Survivalist and running weapon harness, you could take other weapons like AA-12s, or even without weapon harness you could do that. It would be a great backup option. Alright, let's upgrade this twice, max out our stuff, and just run the next round with this as well. Like I said, we're mostly going to want to be staying out here. When this weapon is fully upgraded, its base damage goes from 80 to 200. So it does increase in damage by quite a lot. And since it does have a pretty high rate of fire, you can actually do a surprising amount of damage per second with this gun. Your only real downside with the Winchester is that it's really not that great at killing small things if you need to reload. If you need to reload, then the gun's kind of weaker because it does take a while to reload it, even if you're running faster reloads.
Let's call that your warm-up.
Alright, let's just move around these Zeds here. Get rid of the Rioter.
Watch out, Escalade.
I'm not really seeing anything too scary here.
You're going down.
Your main enemies as Sharpshooter are generally going to be Stalkers and Crawlers,
I'll still get you.
because they can get on top of you so easily and do a lot of damage per second, at least on the higher difficulties. On lower difficulties, not so much. Then they're more of an inconvenience, but they can still body block you.
Fuck you, monster.
So I'm just going to keep moving in this line, try to keep any small things rushing me down quickly. Anything large or medium I don't really care too much about unless there's just nothing else to shoot at.
As spy.
Like generally bloats and sirens are not going to be a huge threat on this particular map. But something like crawlers or potentially even fleshbounds might be.
Careful, siren.
Alright, we'll take out them. Take out the bloat just so that he doesn't spit on us. Take out Siren. A lot of people, or at least some people, have said that you always have to be ADSing with Sharpshooter. You really don't have to.
My boots, your face.
It helps at medium range and longer ranges though. Alright. Quarter pounds, cool. Oh wait, that's not a quarter pound, that's a full-size fleshbound. Alright, we do have our freezing grenades, but honestly I don't think they're really necessary. Yeah, well, maybe they might have been. Nope, never mind. I retract that statement.
We've got customers.
Alright, we're running a little bit low on shots, so I'm going to try to make more of these shots count. The round is winding down though, so... Whoops. You're also probably going to want to take out Husks whenever you get a chance, because they can also be a threat. We'll deal with the Scrag last.
Down you go.
There we go. We have 8 shots. That really should be enough to kill him, I think. Oh, we actually have a Gore Fiend over there. Alright, hang on. Yep. More than enough to take him out.
Come see me. The pod's safely open. Nicely done.
So, I think we only need one more upgrade for our Winchester, and we got it maxed out.
Hit it just now. Very nice.
And then I will get the center fire as well. Yep. One more upgrade, max out our stuff. Grab the center fire. We'll throw an upgrade into the center fire too. I'll use that if I run out of bullets with the Winchester, just so that the round is faster. The Winchester is really strong, especially when fully upgraded, because you can still take some great options with this weapon. You can take the Mosin. The Mosin works really well with it. You could take the center fire. The center fire is also fantastic. The M14, if you just want a more small enemy weapon, you could take the FAL too. Take the crossbow if you want another high damaging weapon. Ooh. It's kind of dangerous when we have all the crawlers come out of the woods right there.
I like shooting them.
Alright. Huh, they already shredded my armor.
Lovely.
That's kind of bad. Alright, once we get through this, then we get boss wave, and good news is that Sharpshooter is really strong against pretty much any boss. Not always on this map. This map is not way great to be fighting like the Matriarch or even the Patriarch on. The Patriarch's minigun can shred you.
Fuck you, monster.
I don't think it will be too much of an issue if we get him, because Sharpshooter does so much damage per second. But he could be a threat. There we go.
Love my guns.
You could also take a 500 Magnum too if you wanted to upgrade both of
I'll
them.
show you how it's done.
And I believe you'd still be underweight, so you might be able to take the 1858 revolver as well. If you wanted to go full cowboy, you could do that. That would probably work just fine.
I like shooting them.
I actually did a video about that not too long ago,
Fuck you, monster.
about a cowboy loadout with a survivalist, which was the Winchester, the double barrel, and dual 1858s. I think it would have been better with just one 1858, but it was a pretty solid loadout, in all honesty. Ow. Alright, well, we've got flesh pounds coming. We actually got a couple of them. Some of those probably gotta be quarter pounds, yeah. Alright, reload this.
Easy as pie.
This gun does put down flesh pounds quite fast,
Another one.
so they're not too big of a threat to you, so long as you do have ammo. Ow.
Merde.
Unfortunately, we still got robots
I like
shooting us.
shooting them. Voila.
Alright. I think we're going to be running out of bullets, so we might have to switch over to our center fire here in a second. That's okay, though. I don't really want to bother, running inside the building.
Go.
Those Scrakes might be getting angry soon. Whoops. Yep, that's exactly what happened.
Easy as pie.
Hey, I needed to kill crawlers too, and we did that.
Lovely.
That's just another... These crawlers just keep aim punching me today. Oh, we are going to run out with the Winchester. Alright, let's use the center fire and clear the rest of this out. Center fire is also a great option. It's very similar to the Winchester, and maybe we'll make its own video about the center fire in particular.
Time to play.
Just know that it is not necessarily an upgrade from the Winchester, but a very comparable weapon to the Winchester. Because it does do more
love my
damage than the
guns.
Winchester per shot, but it holds less shots and you get less shots overall with it. So it's different, but very similar. And it's fantastic at killing anything large like that too. It's also a very great weapon. You actually don't even need to upgrade the center fire at all. It's actually stronger than the 500 Magnum base.
Now spend it.
So once again, upgrade those. We can't upgrade the center fire all the way, but it should function practically the same to our Winchester. Throw the rest of the upgrades into the 9mm. Reload this, and then we'll go on to boss wave. I'm hoping for Abomination or King Fleshpound. Those two would be the easiest on this map. Han's probably won't be too bad. Patriarch and Matriarch could be more difficult. Matriarch is probably the worst.
Let's all participate.
And we get her.
in a little experiment.
Alright. Well, let's see if we can do this.
I'm going to find
If not, we try again.
Oh, perhaps I'm too advanced.
There's a lot of very long lines of sight here for her, which is bad.
Perhaps we don't understand
Like that.
each other.
She can get to an elevated position even.
That's intriguing. The human body is high.
Although I think if we just keep kind of dancing around this rock, we should be okay.
Plasmas are useful in a large number of ways. Perhaps we don't understand each other.
Alright, her shield's half gone.
Perhaps I expected to. This may result in electrolysis. This is what's called the fourth state of matter.
Alright, just keep going. This is going to become more difficult once she gets robots out here, though.
Would you like to be part of an electrical circuit?
Your face.
Plasmas are useful in a large number of applications.
Alright. And I might end up having to use the center fire, because I'm already halfway through my ammo.
Shield crash. Reboot failed.
Alright.
Even the best occasionally require some.
Yeah, this is where we kind of get into some issues. Especially if we get grabbed.
Such blind stubbornness. This may result in the electrolysis of your fluids. Isn't plasma intriguing?
I'm going to find you.
You can't believe this is how science really works.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to make some distance on her. Get behind a tree. And we're just kind of go... Yeah, we just kind of gotta go tree to tree then. Otherwise she's gonna be able to get us.
Where did you go?
We also gotta get rid of these grabbing robots.
Protocols appear to be the human body is highly conductive.
Alright.
This is what's called the fourth.
Once again, I'm just gonna try to make some distance on her. Grab some bullets. If we can find armor in here, that'd be great. It's probably not gonna happen, but you never know.
Would you like to be part of an electrical circuit?
If your team isn't... well, if your team is having trouble and they're still trying to deal with all the robots downstairs, you can potentially run them through the building here. Just make sure that there's not tons of robots already in the building.
Effectively utilizing plasma is a fine art.
Hit her a bit.
Perhaps we don't understand each other.
Alright. Then we're gonna go back outside, try to get to our rock.
Dignity.
Try not to get zapped too much then.
It's not a threat. Electricity has great potential for plasmas are useful in a large number of applications.
Yeah, this is probably the worst boss on this map.
Walking, shambling money.
On other maps, she might not be so bad. Especially like Burning Paris, she's not too bad.
This is how science
Or anything that just has a lot of obstacles in the area.
Isn't plasma intriguing? This may result in electrolysis of your fluids. Plasmas are useful in a...
Can't see the dead.
Alright. Once again, we're gonna try to run back inside the house.
Did I mention I now have a tentacle?
And then we're gonna try to run her through it so that we can get some time to fight the robots.
Don't run! You'll only die twice! That was one of the 29 series.
Unfortunately, this weapon's not really the best at fighting robots. It's not bad at fighting them, but it's not the best. I didn't realize she ran all the way over there.
Brain injuries are most common from
Alright. Get some distance on her. She's gonna keep trying to hit us with the tentacle.
If that is how you want it.
So now we can kind of just keep running her.
Disappearing before your eyes.
We're kind of on that stage now.
Would you kindly...
One more clip should kill her.
I see it.
I will not panic.
Or...
We could call this occupational noise.
I ran out of bullets. Well, dang it. Alright, killed her with the center fire with those last 3 rounds, which kinda suck. I was hoping to hit her with the Winchester, but... oh well. So hopefully this should demonstrate a little bit of how good the Winchester actually is. It's a very strong rifle. It's a very good weapon, especially if you upgrade it. Even without upgrades, it's a very solid weapon all the way around. and it's probably one of my favorite personal weapons. In that map, it kind of excels, at least we didn't have to use the center fire very much there. It excels much more at longer ranges like pretty much all of Sharpshooter's weapons do. It does really good damage per shot, it has a pretty good magazine, you can shoot it really fast. Reload is kind of where it's lacking a bit, but it's still not that bad, it's not unbearable or anything. You can run this with either a sniper build or with a run and gun build. For this I was using run and gun, but sniper build works just fine too. And it pairs well with a bunch of good stuff. So, if anybody's wondering how good the Winchester is, well, I hope this kind of showed how good it is. It can potentially even be better on Gunslinger, because Gunslinger can have faster reloads plus rack 'em up, and Gunslinger moves faster, so if you want a more run and gun build, I would say go with that. You can also put it on Survivalist quite well. It uses it as a tank build too. Works quite well there too. Alright, so that'll do it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Thank you guys so very much for coming here and watching it. If you're new here, be sure that you subscribe. That way you get notifications whenever I post any of these videos. And I will talk to all of you guys next time. Till then, stay cool and bye!